Hey everyone, I'm doing my John Maxwell today, and this is not one of the books that we use for when we go out and work with companies, but it's a book I'm reading, and it's called Leadership. It's one of John Maxwell's New York Times best-selling books, and today I'm focusing on the chapter Directing to Connecting. And so how do we connect with people? We connect with people by letting them know that we need them. We connect with people by finding common ground. We connect with people by showing humility. And humility doesn't mean that you put yourself down. It doesn't mean that you don't hold yourself up for who you are as a child of God. It just means that we come before God and we ask God to help us because we have shortcomings, we have failures, we have areas that others can compliment us on, others can help us to reach our full potential because nobody can do anything alone. Even if I'm doing the speaking on my own, I have a team behind me. I have a team that's connected with me on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I have mentors who are watching my videos to see what I'm posting, and they bring it up on the call sometimes. They'll talk about things I've said on my talks and how they can relate to them or what I was saying. So it's good to have people with you on your journey because nobody can do it alone. And when we are leading, we are aware that we need other people. We can't do everything ourselves. It's impossible to do everything ourselves. So this is where John Maxwell talks about being a connector, connecting with people and using our gifts and talents to work together and to keep trying. Because when people know that we need them, they're willing to come alongside us, or most people are. And that's the same of us. When we know that people need us, then we are willing to come alongside them. And that's how teamwork comes together, and that's how we get things done. I don't agree with what the Liberals are doing, just like I haven't agreed with anything they've done since they brought in medical assistance in dying. Because needing each other doesn't mean you court people and you take them over to your party when people have voted for them. If I vote for somebody who is a conservative MP on a conservative platform for small business owners, for people like me who are struggling to make ends meet, who cannot afford to buy just the basics, I'm not going to go and say, yes, I now support the Liberals, just because that MP decided they wanted to be part of the government that forms a majority. This is like living in Zimbabwe. Even in Zimbabwe, we didn't have this. They formed a government of national unity and they kept the parties separate. But they didn't have this where an MP got up one morning after partying one night with the Conservatives. In the morning, they got up and said, oh, I'm going to go join the Liberals today. So it's all very strange to me. Like many people, I don't understand what is happening. I don't understand how this is not seen as a revolt within the Liberal Party. I don't understand how people can be voting for more poverty, more school food programs, more rising costs. Even for me, I've been at home, it's going to be almost 2 years. It's over a year and a half now. This is not the Canada I voted for. This is not the Canada I wanted. So I'm coming alongside other conservatives who are not just supporting me as a Christian and wishing me Merry Christmas. They're standing alongside other faiths, whether they are Jewish or Hindu or Muslim, and allowing them to work and to worship in freedom, just like I should be allowed to work and worship in freedom. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. It's just the one point in that book. It's not even the whole chapter. It's just one point. So if you're interested in John Maxwell, you're more than welcome to contact me, and being part of the Maxwell Leadership team, I can help you to connect with somebody who can get you into the programs. Everything is done online, and so you work at your own pace. You go in, you review the courses, and again, you can, for me, I take things seriously. I don't just go and I've done them, get my certificate. Because I actually want to be able, when I go out, to help people, to help organizations, to be able to mentor people successfully. And yes, I know you can always go back and you can look things up on the internet and you don't have to do all that. But that's not the type of person I am. So I take pride in my work, I take pride in studying, I take pride in doing my best. And obviously companies in Canada don't want that. Because like the recruiter told me at Teleperformance, to her, my scores were not that good. Being employee of the month over and over and over is not that good. So I need to find another company. I need to find a company where that is actually thought of as excellent, that is actually thought of as exemplary, being on time, doing your work, mentoring others, having others shadow you and learn from you one-on-one. In my mind, that is excellence, but in the mind of Teleperformance and the recruiters and the banks, that's mediocre. Why would they want me on their team? Why would they want a Maxwell Leadership speaker? Why would they want a member of HRPA who works in the interests of the public? They want someone who works in their interests, who puts the dirt under the rug, who doesn't wash their dirty laundry in public. So obviously that's not the right fit for me. So I need to keep looking for the companies, the churches, the organizations that'll say, hey Belinda, you know what, we agree with you. That is excellent what you did and what you've accomplished, and being a graduate and looking out for the interests of yourself and the community. That sounds like quite a good thing. Until then, I have to keep looking. And I would encourage others to think critically about what our Prime Minister is doing to Canada. Think critically. Because for me, this is not just humiliating, it's humiliating Canada on the world stage. For me, as an individual, and obviously I don't understand how people here think, but I think the way people who are at the UN and on the Human Rights Watch, I think like them. Because for me, it's embarrassing that Canada should be monitored because of how badly employees are treated in the workplace, because our banks are having drug cartel money and having made medical assisted suicide. So obviously, I don't understand how Mark Carney thinks, because if I was him, I would be embarrassed. But I'm not him.